I've seen a lot of comedians come to Damon Williams' defense over what Jess Hilarious said on The Breakfast Club. Now, if you don't know, Jess Hilarious went to Detroit, did the Mike Epps Comedy Club, which Mike Epps had nothing to do with it. I think his name is on it, but I guess it just wasn't run well the weekend she was there. But she goes on The Breakfast Club and she goes, they told me Damon Williams is going to be on the show. I get there as Damon Williams. I don't know no damn Damon Williams. And I'm going, Jess, everybody knows Damon Williams in the comedy world. Everybody. And did you really think Damon Williams is going to be there? He doesn't really do stand-up like that anymore. So I don't know why she took that moment to dig on Damon. Listen, I like Jess. I like Damon. I just feel like I hope Jess issues an apology to Damon for kind of discrediting him. Like, I don't know no damn Damon Williams. Every comic knows Damon Williams out of Chicago. He's one of the most unproblematic comics. He's put more money in comedians' pockets on the way up and the way down. He's always fair with his, you see it. You see the Bengals. He's always fair with his pricing. I've worked with Damon for 20 plus years, and I don't have anything bad to say about that dude. Never a discrepancy with whatever money we agreed upon. He always had it. And there were some shows in the beginning, he took an L, still had the money because he's a comedian. And he promotes shows too, but at the core, he's a comedian. So he understands how comedians think. He understands what we need to be comfortable. He also understands when you're a promoter, you roll the dice on some of these shows, and some you win and some you lose. And even when Damon has taken L's, there's no comic that could ever say he didn't pay him. So I just think, and he's funny. And I think there's moments in your career, people will look out for you that you just try to find a time to kind of give back to them a little bit. Not give back, but hire them for their talent. I remember when I first started, a couple stories, David Arnold, rest in peace, he helped me get started in stand-up. He just basically told me what I had to do. Got to get a bio, got to get a resume, things like that. And then when I got my reality show, I brought him on as a writer, so to speak. You don't really write scripts, you just write scenarios for reality shows. So I felt good about kind of giving back because they were giving me other people. I said, no, I want Damon. And then I'm sorry, I want David Arnold. And then most recently, Damon's put me on quite a few shows, but I was at Hammond, Indiana last November, and I'm going to be back this November at the Horseshoe Casino. So I don't think tickets are on sale yet, but cat's out the bag. Thanksgiving weekend, I'll be at Horseshoe Casino in Hammond, Indiana. But last year, they gave me a budget for support. And, first person I reached out to was Damon, and I got to pay him what he asked. So it just feels good to put money in people's pockets that deserve it, that has put money in your pocket. I don't want to say pay it forward. You're hiring people that are talented. I'm not just going to put them on a show, just give them money and they suck. No, I pay Damon because he's good. He's funny. And the show was so smooth because I knew Damon was hosting it. So I knew it was just going to be, everybody was coming up right in the pocket. So I just think, I wish Jess wouldn't have did that. And it's nice to see a lot of comedians have come to Damon Williams' defense. And like I said, we all have our moments. I don't ever think just because somebody says something I don't agree with or how can I put this? I just don't hold one comment and think I'm just not messing with you anymore. I don't want Jess to think that. Next time I go on the Breakfast Club, hopefully this will be squashed, but I'm definitely going to ask her about it. So I just think she had I don't know why she did it. That was something you have to ask her. I don't want to put my thoughts into her mouth. I was wondering why she felt the need. I think she was just on a roll and she was frustrated with the weekend, and Damon kind of caught astray because of how the club treated Jess. And it just wasn't necessary or called for. Whatever that was, Damon Williams, that had nothing to do with how Jess was treated that weekend. Because what I know about Damon, he's nothing but professional, and he would have never did anything to mess up the show or false advertise the show. He's laughed, he's made jokes about it in the past of how people have said Damon Williams and Damon Wayans. It sounds the same. So I'll tell you a cool story about Damon Williams. When my brother passed, this was 10 years ago, we was at the cemetery. I look up and I see Damon and his girl walking towards us, and the funeral's over. We're at the actual cemetery doing the last, his casket's there and the preacher's giving the last prayer and stuff like that. And I look up and I saw a well-dressed black dude and his girl, and I was like, they don't really fit this funeral. and then he came up and just came and said, hey, I saw you posted your brother's funeral today. I live in Chicago. It's about a 4.5 hour drive. I wouldn't do anything. So me and my girl, we just got in a car and drove down just to support. And I was like, no other reason. Just he had a free day. He saw the funeral was there, and he came down just to show his support to me. I mean, that's the kind of person Damon Williams is. So when you do something for someone like that, it's only right that when you hear somebody saying something disparaging about him, you stick up for him. And I've seen so many people stick up for Damon. And that goes a long way in this business. So I hope Jess makes it right. I hope she sees some of the posts. We're definitely going to clip this up and make it a post. And I hope she just does right by Damon, because he does right by everybody in this business. So, yeah, Jess, it's just I think Jess was frustrated by the weekend, and she was just on a roll venting. And Damon caught a stray. We've all caught strays in this business at some point. But yeah, Damon's a good dude. And if you're unfamiliar with him, Google him, look him up. Damon Williams. In fact, I'm going to give you his IG, because I know I follow him. Just to give him a little shine, and we'll put a graphic up. Yep. Damon Williams Comedy. So, if you can see it, can you see it? That's his Instagram. So, yeah. Damon's worked with everybody. He's worked with all the biggest name comics in the business. He's been in the business for 30 plus years. And he's just an OG legend, especially amongst comedians. And he's well respected, obviously, by the outpouring of support that he's gotten. So hopefully Jess makes it right. I'm sure she will, whether it's in private or public. So it'd be nice if she did on the Breakfast Club, though. I would hope she would do that. And if not, next time I'm on there, I'm going to bring it up. Not in any attacking mode either. I'm just going to bring it up as, why did you go after Damon?